Chronological Bible, and we're in Event 48, AD 29. And have you ever wondered what the kingdom's going to be like? Well, I'm not going to help you a whole lot, and it's going to be encouraging, though, the little bit that I'm going to give you about the kingdom. You see, when we look at this particular section, we recognize that Jesus has definitely been indicating his future. But he also says to his disciples, some of you standing here will not see death before you see the kingdom. Now that's an interesting and troublesome passage. As a matter of fact, in most of study Bibles, it's listed as one of those that are called difficult passages. So what was he talking about? Well, if you read just a little bit before this and a little bit after this, you recognize that he's talking about the transfiguration. Let me say that again for you. I believe with all my heart that what he's saying to these disciples, even though all of them have died before Jesus returned for his reign here on earth, that they're going to see the kingdom of God before they die. And I believe that they did that when they went up on the Mount of Transfiguration. Now, what was up there? Well, there was a lot of angels. There was a lot of God's glory. There was a promise that Jesus made just before he took them up on the Mount of Transfiguration, that one day everybody is going to be recompensed for everything that they've done. And so we see here up on the Mount of Transfiguration the angels and the glory of God, and Jesus is talking with Moses and Elijah, and the shadowy mountain gets a cloud over it, and a voice out of the cloud says, "This is my beloved Son, listen to him." My son, listen to him. And Peter, of course, says, "Lord, let's just build 3 tabernacles right here." He thinks it's so great there in the Mount of Transfiguration. Let's just build 3 tabernacles right here, and let's just stay here. Now think about that. Peter thought it was so wonderful when he saw a glimpse of God's kingdom and all of the angels and God's presence and Jesus and Elijah and Moses, that he said, let's just stay here. How many times you been a place when you said, let's just stay here forever and ever and ever? Let's just build 3 tabernacles right here and stay. Well, I believe that's how they saw the kingdom of God before they died. They saw it at the Transfiguration. They saw what it's going to be like. So wonderful. We'll just want to stay forever and ever. And that's my thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day. Do you know how to get to heaven? It's clearly written out for us in the book of Romans. The book of Romans tells us that we're all sinners. We all fall short of the glory of God. We've all earned our wages. The wages of sin are death, and we've all earned our wages. But God loved us enough that he sent his Son to die for us. It tells us while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. And it tells us that we'll confess with our mouth and believe in our hearts that God has raised him from the dead and that he is a perfect sacrifice for us. We will be saved. Now, being saved means turning away from sin and self and turning to Christ and Christ alone by faith for our salvation. Have you ever done that? Why don't you do it today? Watch this little clip about the 3 circles. It'll help you to understand God's perfect plan for your life. God bless you and have a great day.